What's going on, family? Shalom, shalom. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to wherever you are in the world. Man, time is flying, guys. Time is speeding up. It seems like, right? We are in the middle of February, so pretty much the end of February. Think about that. Um, like I say, this video, I haven't done a video like this in a while, but I thought it was very, very important to talk about what's really going on in this crazy world, right? And it's just getting crazier and crazier. I know I always say this. It's just gonna get worse. It's just gonna get worse. For me, I really don't like to look into certain things that's happening, or what's going on that everyone's talking about. So just for like an example, these files that's been putting out, right? And everything that is transpiring with that, man, when you really start to look into that stuff is crazy. But it gets down to how evil these people are, right? It gets down to how, demonic, they just allow demonic spirits to take over them. They need those sacrifices that they do, or whatever they do is sick, right? So that gets down to a point of, we already know this, right? We already know what the people that really can't be touched, or the people that go to court and get off. You get what I'm saying? They know people. They are connected. They have a network. You get what I'm saying? So it gets to a point of, that I know that. So now, what are you gonna do about it, right? Which you really can't do a lot. The only thing that you can do is take care of your household, right? Take care of yourself. Make sure you are healthy. You are living a healthy lifestyle. Make sure you are striving for peace. You get what I'm saying? Make sure that you are financially able and financially free in a way, right? Because everything, I know, especially in America, is just starting to be way too high. You get what I'm saying? I was looking at a video of people talking about their electric bill, right? That how more expensive it is. And I remember last year we were doing a lot of videos about AI, right? The data centers and stuff, and how much water AI uses, and how that affects a lot of people, when it comes to water, when it comes to electricity, right? And this is something that they really want to push out, and we know this. We know this, and it gets down to a point of, it. So what are you gonna do about it? So, like I say, make sure you like the video, guys. Leave your comments below and let me know, like, what's going on around you. What is going on that you hear about that we might not hear about, because we are here in Africa. I know a lot of things that is happening in America. I know it's cold there. But here it's pretty much summertime. As you guys see, the sun's out. It's morning time here. But yeah, leave your comments below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't. If you are tuning in now and you haven't. But it gets down to that point of, how can you strive in this world, right? How are you going to survive? It's getting, just going back to the AI data centers, and AI pretty much taking over everything. And this is what companies want. You get what I'm saying? It's a lot of companies that's laying people off, that's firing people. There's a lot of people that's unemployed. You get what I'm saying? And everybody can't be unemployed. So it's going to come down to that basic income. And that's why we always tell people, like, you got to learn how to, make your own money. You got to learn how to be an entrepreneur. You got to be consistent with the things that you do. Consistency is very, very key. When you are looking to, start something new, or, you have a business, you need to be consistent. So this is why, we do come on here, on this YouTube platform, to be consistent, to give you guys the information, to give you guys the thoughts that goes in our heads, and what really works for us, right? So what works for us, living abroad for 6 years, having, 2 beautiful daughters, already, and then we're going to have another beautiful daughter pretty soon, in the next couple months. You get what I'm saying? And what we are saying, we're saying this out of love. We're saying this out of, you know, respect for you, and hopefully you can listen and hear of the things that we are saying and the things that we are not saying too. So that's very important. You got to understand that what we say on this channel is to help our people survive outside of America, thrive outside of America. Because it is a point to move, but that's not, that like, I believe a lot of people think that, okay, when I move, oh, I made it. And you take a deep breath, you look around, be like, oh man, this is great, this is peaceful. Like, I feel so much better, you know, I'm eating cleaner food, the food tastes better, is better, you get what I'm saying? But it gets down to a point where it's like, now what? Now what are you gonna do? I know for us, we are still young. Me, I'm 31, my wife is 30. So I know that we are still young, right? So we have, you know, 6 children. So we have to go get it. You get what I'm saying? We have to continue to, you know, push, and we really can't relax. So maybe that's something that is a little bit different about us, but we do talk to a lot of people, just like in our mature adult intensive, right? These are mature adults. These are people that, you know, brought houses overseas, in Mexico, or in Brazil, you get what I'm saying, or in Panama, in Belize, and they are starting to realize that that side of the world is something off, is something missing, right? So I'm saying this because you have to figure out like what is important to you and how you can continue to have that importance stand out and continue to, you know, push and strive, because even the people that is mature adults, or I'll say of retirement age, that is wiser, that really went through stuff that, you know, that we are going to go through. You get what I'm saying? That, you know, they pretty much live their life already, and now they are retired, right? But everyone that I talk to is like, okay, although that I'm retired, now what? I still want to do stuff. You get what I'm saying? It's never like moving abroad. It gets to that point of like, all right, I did it, but now what? Now what are you gonna do? So I'm saying that because it's not gonna stop. The main thing that you should think about is your foundation. And like we always say, your foundation should be the Most High, you know, His Son Yahusha, and you know, our Master, our Savior, Yahushua Mashiach, right? But that's point blank period. That's the foundation. So if you know that, now what? No matter, because we see this world, we see what's going on in this world. Just a lot of things is transpiring, and we can see the evil behind it, and especially over there in America, right? In America, it's so like, it's so crazy, right? And then you start to learn that everywhere is connected. So even, you know, countries here in Africa is connected with certain things. Even like, even in, where did I see? Like, it's just pretty much everywhere around the world, put it like that. So I guess the point of this video, that I want to make a clear thing, what is important to you, and how are you going to be abundant in that? How are you going to continue to strive in that? So this is why, you know, for me personally, I do what I need to do for our community, for you guys, right, that's listening. I do the Sunday market blueprints so we can map out what's going on throughout the week, so you can have that understanding, so you can be more consistent of how the market is moving, because the market moves on a lot of things that happens around the world. You get what I'm saying? A lot of companies and stuff that, you know, put money in or might take money out. So I want people to realize, like, Sunday Market Blueprint, the live trading that I do every day, the one-on-one sessions that I do, is very important, because this is something that is gonna, when you move abroad, this is something that you need to, like, you're gonna have time to do it. You know, I'm not sure exactly how your resources are and how you are gonna move abroad and do what you got to do or whatever, but this is what I'm noticing. Learning the market is very important, right? So I know recently, even here in Africa, there's a Walmart that's coming here. There's PayPal, you get what I'm saying, that's coming here. There's a Canva that's coming here. I believe Netflix is already here and stuff like that. So I'm saying this because when you start to learn the markets, when you start to learn how to invest and trade and stuff like that, you start to follow the money. You start to follow the big whales or the people with big money, right? And this gives you like a better understanding of like what's going to be happening. So I'm saying that because these big companies in America is moving to Africa, right? So we just need to see how, if that is happening right now in the times that we are in, maybe you need to start thinking about where you're going to be in the next 5-10 years. You get what I'm saying? Maybe you need to think about how you can do that. How are you going to, you know, sustain yourself, or even get to that point where you know that, you know, your resources and your funds, your finances are going to be okay when you do that. Because you gotta be good. You gotta be good. So I know it's so much craziness that's happening, but at the same time, it's so much goodness that the Most High blesses people with. And this is the time for it. This is really the abundant time, you know, the time of, you know, knowledge and understanding and discernment, and, you know, just all that increasement that you need to thrive, you know, that wisdom that's going to increase. It's literally a time of increasement, but it's really up to you. Are you going to increase in the distractions? Yeah, I believe I said this in the last video I did. Are you going to be increased in the distractions? Are you going to be increased in the abundance? So the choice is yours. So if you guys made it this far, make sure you like the video and say, yes, I made it. Because you are going to make it. You know, everybody's going to make it, but it just depends on how you move, and you just got to know how to move around. I feel like that's my my favorite thing to say now. You got to know how to move around. If it's not one thing, it's another too. So if you made it this far, leave a comment below and say, if it's not one thing, it's another. So I can have a clear sign of, okay, somebody did watch the video this long. So all praises to the Most High, guys. Make sure you check the links in the description. Sunday Market Blueprint. Every Sunday, this is what I'm doing. Live trade every day. You know, you can be right there learning how to trade, live trade. When that market opens, I'm telling you, I'm getting so used to it in a way where I can trade for 15-30 minutes and be done, and literally make thousands of dollars, and that's all. And now it's weird, because I used to be like so glued to it, where it's like, okay, I want to catch every trade, but now it's like 15 minutes, 30 minutes, done. What do I do now? So that's why I'm saying, like, consistency is very key. It's very key. So live trading, I believe that a lot of people can benefit from that. And even if you don't know how to trade, these one-on-one sessions, deep dive to let you know what's going on. Like last week I had a wiser lady, you know, She signed up for 3 101s back to back to back, and then now she is live trading too. Or she's in the room with me, so I'm not saying like you have to spend your money or you have to trade your money. You always can, learn how to demo trade. You can open a demo account, or you can paper trade with the money that they provide you, so you can get used to it, so you can start feeling better and better. Or sometimes you might lose some, and then you realize, okay, now I know what's going on, right? So yeah, she did it, and that's the type of consistency that I was talking about. She didn't know nothing about the market, but now she took those 101s, 3 back-to-back deep dives. Because usually I say, spread it out depending on, your resources, your finances and stuff. But depending on that, she did Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then she started to live trade. She joined the live trading. So it was just like, that's what I'm talking about. If you have to be that serious to really want it. So my suggestion is sign up for all of them. Sunday Market Blueprint, or I would say the 101 consultation, so you can get a better understanding of what's going on and how to really look at the chart, how to understand the markets. And then Sunday Blueprint, because you can see how I mark out everything, how the market's going to be moving throughout the week, certain levels and stuff. And then live trading. Like, it's literally a combination that you need, that you're going to be consistent with, that you need to be consistent with, so you can thrive, so you can like literally do this in 15 to 20 to, I say 15 to 1 hour, and you can be done. You can be done, and you can literally make hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars within that time and be done. So this is leverage. Leverage is key. I know we said this in the last video, but leverage is very, very key. And this is something that we are trying to show you guys and teach you guys. Like I say, I'm not a financial advisor. I am just your brother. And I want to love and show love to you guys that's watching this. So if you made it this far, guys, I know I kept going. Check the links in the description and put, if it's not one thing, it's another. I greatly appreciate you guys viewing this. And yeah, I'll talk to you next one, guys. Shalom, shalom.